Welcome to Everyday Reviews. Today we're having a look at the 2021 Toyota Tundra SR5. This happens to be the Trail Edition. What? You didn't click the link for this truck? This is the wrong truck? Oh yeah. All right, now that's more like it. This is the 2022 Toyota Tundra, much anticipated. We have it in person here, and in order to help me through all this information, I've enlisted the help with Philip Crow from Toyota Canada. Now, Philip, there's so much information here with this vehicle that we're gonna split this into two separate videos. The first one is we're gonna do a full walk around. Philip's gonna let us know everything under the hood, on the side panels. We talk about everything inside as well. And on another video, we're going to actually drive this vehicle. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't. Hit that bell notification so you'll know when that new Tundra video drops. So are you ready, Philip?
I'm ready.
All right, I'm gonna hop in behind the camera and we're gonna do this walkthrough.
Perfect.
So is this just a refresh or is this a brand new truck?
This is a brand new Tundra from A to Z. Totally brand new. We have, for example, LED headlights. All lights around the vehicle are LED. You can also notice a brand new design of the grille. Grille will look this way on most vehicles, at least the shape, but depending on the grade, the insert or the color will be different. In this case, we have a TRD Pro in the brand new hero color named Solar Octane. And the grille will look on the production vehicle, have a different finish, but the look, the shape will be just like this one. You'll note at the bottom of the grille we have our milliwave radar sensor. That's because we now have on the new generation of Tundra TSS 2.5, which is a full suite of security system, and it's going to help a lot the driver along the way.
I noticed here, are these clearance lights kind of, or is that
These are clearance lights. This is a proper auxiliary light that can be lit when the driver needs it. And we have position lights at the bottom.
So all the lights are LED around the whole car?
All the lights are LED around the vehicle.
All right, so let's take a look inside.
The hood is aluminum. And while I talk about the hood, maybe I should mention what's under the hood. Yes. We have a twin turbocharged V6, 3.5 liter engine, mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission, brand new also. And in the case of the TRD Pro, we have an electric motor sandwiched between the transmission and the engine. So we do have a hybrid powertrain here, producing 437 horsepower and 583 pound-feet of torque. A great powertrain for this new vehicle.
Now, how does the size compare to the current model right now?
Size-wise, exterior-wise, it's very comparable. It's the same. The main benefit in terms of size is that the way we've tailored the frame and the box, we're now able to offer a 6.5 foot box with the CrewMax cab. So it gives a lot of flexibility, and it's a combination a lot of buyers want to see nowadays. Hood is aluminum. Front door is aluminum. We see the nice 18-inch BBS forged wheels that are particular to the TRD Pro model. We also see a camouflage type of finish on the arch on the vehicle. Another item we can pinpoint is the door handle. It may seem insignificant, but it's now a one-piece item with a ridge all along on it. And that ridge is there to help reduce the wind noise that the handle would do normally.
What else have you done aerodynamically for this truck?
Everything has been redone aerodynamically. There is, under the bumper, we can't see it now, a spoiler that deploys once we reach over 60 kilometers per hour to reduce the drag and the air going under the vehicle. But there's a twist. That spoiler will only deploy halfway when the transmission is in tow mode, because we need some air to go under the vehicle and under the trailer when we tow for better aerodynamics.
What do we got for shocks?
For shocks, we have a full off-road type of suspension on the TRD Pro. Fox shocks. And everything has been valved to be nice, comfortable on the street, but also extremely capable off-road. In the back, we can see we have a brand new multi-link setup for the suspension. And the frame that you see now has been widened, so it gives better stability while towing. One new feature on the box: open the tailgate. Side of the box are aluminum, but the whole inside is molded sheet composite. It's very lightweight, long-lasting, no rust, and you can have materials hit it, it won't deform.
Is this tailgate assisted at all?
It's assisted to open, and there's a spring to help, but you do have to lift it yourself to close it. You see the spoiler here that also have the camouflage texture. And on the tailgate itself, we have TRD Pro molded. Most of the Tundra will have Tundra written on them. On the rear handle, we have the camera, but also a light that will light up where we tend to couple the trailer when we do some towing, and that's going to help with the trailer assist features.
You have like the matching, almost the red matching clearance lights in the back.
Yep.
Oh yeah, so it's dampened, nice. Let's see how it is to lift. One hand.
The tailgate is a lot lighter than the previous generation, but it's also strengthened inside, so the whole structure can hold up a lot more weight. And we spoke about towing. A lot of owners do tow. We have the 4-pin and the 7-pin connectors integrated in the back and the tow hitch.
So what do we get for towing? What's the max capacity?
Maximum will be 12,000 pounds.
That's a lot.
It's a wonderful rating. And with that hybrid powertrain, it's really going to tow very well.
And we have a roll down rear window, I noticed.
Exactly. The full window on the crew cab, Crew Max vehicle, it completely slides down. It's a very neat feature.
I think we should take a look inside. All right, so the back seat.
Very spacious, a lot of leg room, and two things can move. We can lift the bottom, and we have the hybrid battery located under it, or we can pull the back, which will give us access to a storage compartment. And in this case, we also have the kids' tethers in the back, very easily accessible.
And there is room for 3 back here.
There's room for 3 back here.
And so we lift it up. There it is there.
You can see it all.
Nice and flat.
Yep.
And then in behind here, we have a small hump. What do we have for connectivity here?
In this case, we have 2 USB plugs, USB regular and USB-C.
Yep.
And we have a 400-watt inverter plug.
And you have a 400 watt in the bed as well.
Exactly.
And how does the rear space compare to the current version?
A little bigger. I don't have the exact data, the exact number yet, but it is a more spacious interior overall. If we want to talk about how much, the one data that's been provided is that we know that the front seat now travels 24% longer, has a longer travel, so it can accommodate larger, taller people or shorter people.
And these seats do not slide. Can you sit in it for me?
Of course.
Now, Philip is 7 feet tall. He's a very tall guy.
For reference, I'm 6 foot tall.
6 foot
tend
tall.
to have a longer torso than longer legs.
And you can see that it's actually kind of carved out in the headliner here, which his head is perfectly fits in there. All right,
Very comfortable.
let's have a look at the front.
Let's have a look.
All right, brand new interior.
Brand new interior, very spacious, very well laid out. This is a TRD Pro. We have a specific TRD steering wheel with some red inlays. We have a specific TRD gear knob. Two very interesting aspects to the inside, especially for technical people, techno geek. We have a 12.3-inch instrument cluster, completely digital. All the instruments are on the screen. And this can be customizable, and the driver can change the appearance and change the information that's shown.
This is standard on the TRD Pro.
Standard on TRD Pro and a few other high-end trim levels.
And so what is it, if you don't get the digital one, the large one, which size is it?
You have a analog instrument panel,
okay.
And in the middle you have a 4.2-inch MID, multi-information screen. And in the center of the dash, in this case, TRD Pro, we have a 14-inch multimedia screen.
It's big.
Horizontal, so it's easy to scan all the info. And under it, we have a lot of nice switches, easily usable if we have gloves in the winter for those colder months. And we kept a volume knob,
all right.
Which is really a great thing to have.
What a big difference. I just drove in that 21 Tundra with a Trailblazer. Nice truck, but nothing like this one at all.
This generation is a huge improvement and a great step forward.
How about camera-wise? We have a backup camera. Is there a front camera on this at all?
There's cameras all around. And on the TRD Pro, there's even a camera a system that uses the front camera to show you where you are and show you under the vehicle where you're going when you're in off-road mode.
Under the vehicle?
Under the vehicle.
What?
Essentially, it takes the image from the front camera, calculate what speed you're going at. Off-road mode, you're going slow, so it's easy to calculate. And it's going to show you where you are on the ground compared to your wheels. So if you're coming up to an obstacle, have a special rock that you want to avoid, turn the camera on. The camera in the computer will calculate, okay, you're getting there. It's going to show you where the rock is compared to your front wheel, and you can easily maneuver around it or onto it.
So we have automatic, is it dual zone climate control here?
Dual zone,
What
yes.
do we have in the back? Do we have climate control in the back?
We don't have some control in the back, but we have different outlets for air to go up and down.
So USB-wise, a Type A.
Exactly.
Wireless charging here.
Yeah, exactly. And all kind of features. And through here, beside the shifter, we can control the tow, haul, drive mode, and the crawl mode and off-road modes.
Any digital camera for the mirror at all?
Not yet.
Not yet.
That's one of the info we're still trying to get. We're in the prototype and we're before launch, so even though we know a lot, we don't know all the details.
Yeah, first of all, we forgot to disclose that these are early prototype models.
Yes.
So they are, all the fit and the finish is if everything fits right, but some of the materials might not be the same as the production model.
Exactly.
Here.
A lot of material don't have the proper texture, the proper grain on them. A lot of them are shiny when they'll have a proper texture in the future. Especially in the inside here, we see some shiny plastic that will have a proper texture. Here, for example, it's shiny. This will be, it's not the texture we'll see on the production model.
So we have power seats, driver and passenger,
Exactly.
2 more USBs, a Type A and a Type C. We have ventilated and heated seats.
Yes.
Heated steering wheel in this?
Heated steering wheel. And you mentioned the heated and ventilated seat. Compared to the generation you drove to come here, the heated part is a lot higher on the back seat.
Now, speaking of heated, the heated steering wheel, is the entire steering wheel heated or is it just the sides?
I'd like to answer that question, and I don't know yet. You could say, please plug it on and see. Being a prototype, it's one of the functions that's not yet activated.
So another reason to tune in for the next video when we drive it. Hopefully we can test out that heated steering wheel. We have a large panel roof here. And so is the roll down rear window standard?
It comes with a Crew Max cab, and on the double cab, it's a regular sliding power operated window that opens. TSS 2.5, I mentioned it when we talked about the front. It essentially adds function when we use the adaptive cruise control to help you keep you in the lane a little bit of steering assist. It's not fully autonomous driving. It's a little assist to help you stay in the lane, centered in the lane.
And of course, you'll get your adaptive radar cruise control, your lane tracing assist, your blind spot warning, rear cross traffic alert.
Exactly.
All standard across the board.
All standard across the board.
Talk about the drive. This is a 3.5 liter twin turbo V6.
Exactly.
Same as the other one, except this one has the hybrid.
Yes.
Hybrid electric motor.
There's a few interesting things about that engine. We have our own D4ST injection system, which combines direct injection and port injection, which is great for maintenance of the vehicle. It keeps the vehicle very clean, the engine very clean. We have twin intakes. And a neat feature around the turbo is that they've organized the cooling of the engine to also cool the exhaust air that goes in the turbo. That helps produce more power, be more fuel efficient, but also helps get the turbos to last longer. We know heat is a big enemy of turbos. By cooling the air that goes in them, it helps them last a lot longer.
So this is not the same type of hybrid system found in, let's say, the Prius.
It's completely different.
No.
If we're thinking about the Prius, if we're thinking about the RAV4 hybrid or the Highlander hybrid, those have 2 or 3 motor hybrid systems, and the electric motors are in the front with the engine. In this case, it's a parallel hybrid system. The electric motor, there's only one, and it's sandwiched between the engine and the transmission. And that's where it engages with the whole powertrain to provide the power.
And this does not have an eCVT like the other ones do for hybrid.
No, it doesn't.
What does it have for transmission?
It has a real 10-speed automatic transmission. What we call the eCVT is essentially planetary gears that work together. In this case, it's a 10-speed automatic transmission. It's aluminum die-cast. It's really optimized for towing, for all kind of heavy-duty type of activities that people do with their truck. We all know people drive their trucks hard. This transmission is made to withstand that abuse. And even on all the trucks, the Tundra trucks, not just the TRD or the TRD Pro, the breather tube, for example, on that transmission has this placed very high so that there's no dirt going into it if we go off-road.
Well, there you go, everybody. At this time, this is a prototype. We have no pricing yet.
Not yet.
Not yet, but make sure, once again, stay tuned when we do an actual test drive of this vehicle, and we're really looking forward to it.
So am I.
Thanks, Philip.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.